Yes, people. So, not gonna lie. Last video before, I said I was gonna start a cutting series, the Marbella cut. I am still going to Marbella. I am still cutting, but not that many people are gonna watch it anyway. But I'm calling it a little bit different, right? I'm calling it Against the Grain series. The reason for that is I'm still going to be trying to build muscle whilst I'm dropping this body fat, right? I am prepping for an ultramarathon, which is the scariest shit I've ever done and probably ever will do. And in reality, somebody to run like an ultramarathon combined with like building muscle, dropping body fat, like being sort of like my weight at my height it's not really like, you shouldn't really do it. It's probably not good for your joints, etc. But in reality, like, not that many people do it, but I'm giving it a whirl. So I'm just going to document everything in terms of things that are going well, probably a lot of things that aren't going well. Obviously a lot more in detail about my food. So I get a lot of messages on Instagram regarding like how I'm actually fueling and obviously how I'm balancing the actual training side of things. So I'll go into that as well, just in terms of like how many weight training sessions I'm doing. I'm just doing a little bit of high rocks as well at the minute, and obviously my runs in terms of the actual distance is increasing like week on week. So I'll run through it more in detail how I'm obviously balancing all of that. Again, with the food side of things, because of how much like output, so like overall like exercise that I'm doing, I can diet on pretty high calories. So again, I'll get into that in a little bit more detail as well. So yeah, stick around. So scran time. So food at the minute, let me check. So on around 2,756, but let's say 2,750. So I'm breaking that up from protein, carbs and fat standpoint. So around 50 gram of fat, 350 gram of carbs, which is decent, and then around 220 gram of protein at the minute. So sometimes I go over a little bit, sometimes I will go under. But yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I always, when I speak to my clients about like reducing like calories, obviously if they're in like a fat loss phase and stuff like that, is some easy stuff. Is like a lot of my clients have like eggs and like sauces and all these different things like usual people have. I think even just making easy changes like that, for example, instead of like high calorie like oil, which I'll be using in a second, like opting for like low calorie sprays. Same with like obviously your sauces, right? Instead of having full fat mayo, have like light mayo. Do you know what I mean? I won't go lighter than light because it tastes like fucking plasticine, mate. And then just stuff like, and just adding in like more voluminous foods. Like I have like salad and veg with like all my meals pretty much. I'm gonna have eggs on sourdough right now, so it's a little bit of a contradiction. But yeah, it just adding stuff like that into your meals, it just tricks your mind and thinks that you're eating so much more. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm eating upwards of 2,800, but I still have to do that because of how much output I'm doing. I'm fucking starving at times. So again, just to trick the mind. And again, like even like fizzy drinks is a good one as well. Like 1 or 2 like Diet Cokes a day. I don't really have them, but I know like a lot of people use them as well. I use the old, what do I use? I use the old ginger beer. Bang on that. A little bit of spice. Can't go wrong. So if you have the calories in the bank, coconut oil absolutely slaps. Also, if you have calories in the bank, M&S sourdough, out of this world. And they sometimes go in the oats, but not right now. Right, morning. So, Saturday morning, just been laying in bed for like a good 40 minutes, like 10 past 5 in the morning. Woke up this morning, 83 kilos on the dot. So this is, yes, the first episode, but I have been dieting for about a month, dieting on 2.8 thousand calories at the minute. So down like a kilo and a half in like a month, so not too bad, not like as quick as I would like, but I mean, sort of like contradiction, I want to try and keep sort of like similar weight, but just get leaner. So I'm expecting a little bit of fluctuation for the first couple of months, and then it'll sort of like flatten out as we find sort of like my maintenance in terms of running like upwards of 30-40k per week, but also obviously balancing that with five sessions per week as well. But I just wanted to sort of touch on that as well in terms of it. I know this journey will get tough, right? And I speak to a lot of my clients, I speak to a lot of people sort of like every week about when things get tough in terms of speaking like fitness specific now, in terms of dieting phase, you've got to understand why you're doing it. Like, it's super, super important. I know it sounds like cringy, like you need to find your why and all that sort of bollocks, but it's so, so important, right? Because when things get tough, when your reason why you're actually doing a certain thing is strong enough, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how much you can't be arsed, no matter how busy you think you are, you'll still get the work done regardless. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got crystal clear on that vision or what that end goal looks like, if that makes sense. So it's super, super important. Like I said, I know it's so super, super cringy, but I cannot stress the importance of that, because again, it's fitness specific. If your goal is just to look better and feel better, it's just not enough. That will just fizzle out. I say to clients, I'm like, yes, we want to set a certain goal, but then right, why do you want to achieve that? Yeah, because of this, yeah, but why? Yeah, but why? Yeah, but ask why so many times, and you'll get to the root of the reason you actually want to do it. Do you know what I mean? It can be literally so many different things, but you keep chunking away, you keep asking yourself the reason why. More importantly, you're gonna get to that root, and it's gonna be like, right, now I know why I'm doing this thing. I know the actionable steps that I need to take to actually get there. And it's like, right, I need to lay out a roadmap in terms of, right, I need to do this, and that's what that's going to look like over the next 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. If obviously you don't know how to do that, then like I said, get support off somebody who can. Yeah, get support off somebody who can take out the guesswork and lay that out for you. Because if we're just setting goals, like some people will set goals at the start of the year, they won't look at them till the end of the year. You need to set that goal, get specific with it, put a time limit on it, put an actual like number on it, whatever that looks like. Get super, super crystal clear with it. And the more you can envision that day to day, week on week, month by month, the more nothing's guaranteed, but it's stacking the chips in your favor in terms of you actually achieving that goal towards the end of the year or whenever you set the actual deadline. Yeah, so I just think that's massively important to think about when it's like it's coming to actually reach a certain thing or achieve a certain outcome.